Oh yeah, we can do it. Oh right. Yeah. All right, I got about 2 seconds before this 1,000-gram edible kicks in. It's just like,
welcome to the revolution.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Jericho Shit Show. Hope you guys are having a freaking fantastic day. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Just check on your comments. Rockefeller, what's good, man? Let's go, Brandon, dude. Let's go. Derek, I stole your comment today about how Biden had all he had to do was send some pallets of water to Ohio and make it easy win. Oh, steal away. Highest form of flattery is stealing, 100%. It's snowing like the Dickens here in the Rocky Mountains. That makes two of us. Doing great. Picking up Athena for another night with... Hey! That's awesome. Cool. I'm happy Athena is enjoying the show. I'm happy that you guys are all here. How is everyone doing? How are you feeling? Make sure to drop a like on the YouTube video if you don't mind. And if you're watching on Rumble, drop a like as well. I do have Rumble chat open. I was just finishing my dinner. I don't want to be one of those live streamers. There are like too many live stream people that will eat while they live stream. It's the weirdest thing in the world to me. I'm like, who is watching this? I don't want to watch you eat, dude. What the frick's going on? It's doing great. Oh, sorry, I saw that. Cali Life, what's up? Cali Life, your profile pic always like, I can't tell if it's you or not. I'm always like, what does this person look like? I always want to know what you guys look like. It's so funny. Oh, Willie, thank you so much for the super chat. You've been a great wingman. Hey, good. That's awesome. Happy to be the greatest wingman this world has ever seen. You know what I mean? That's what we're all about. I can't believe
Willie in court super
it's so delayed.
$2. You've been a great wingman.
I appreciate that, Willie. It means a lot, man. She's a big fan now? Good. Look at you, just converting. We're converting the masses to have fun. I want to make a shirt that says "Make Politics Fun Again." You know, because that's all I want to do here now. Maybe we'll get into some heartfelt, touchy stuff, and we'll have some serious comments from here to there. But it's like, I just want to have fun. Because so much of politics is such BS. If you're not having fun while like watching political stuff, I don't like. What are we doing here? We're just like, I don't know. There's just too many ones that I'm just like, just depressed. So maybe it's just on me. I've just been thinking about that a lot. I have borderline personality disorder. For real. I work with a lot of people with BPD. Okay. Change my picture because I don't want aliens to catch me. Okay. No problem. Hey, BPD. I use a lot of DPT with BPD. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what that is, but you probably know what I'm talking about if you really have BPD. Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to start off with this clip because I want to start off with a little positive vibes only. Start off with a little Jesse Kelly. Jesse Waters. That's his real name. I just made Jesse Kelly up. He's a new co-host. But he sums up exactly how I felt about the whole Trump visit today, because the Trump visit in East Palestine, which we'll get into right after this video, it's just insane. It's like the easiest W in the entire world would be Biden to show up, do a couple stupid political points, do some pictures, talk to the masses, make everyone feel good, and pretend like he cares, and then go back and go off on his Ukraine journey of saving the Ukraine world. But he didn't. He didn't even show up, and he has yet to show up, and no one in the administration has shown up. except for some EPA officials. And then Norfolk CEOs that have been there. It's the easiest one of all time. So if it's like, if Trump didn't do that, there's no hope. You know what I mean? It's just such an easy thing. I'm just kidding. I just have paranoia. Oh, paranoia for sure. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right. This sums up exactly how I feel about most politicians. I just wish they cared.
There's nothing more irresistible to a politician than a TV camera. Put a camera in the middle of Capitol Hill and Nancy Pelosi will drape herself in African tribal robes and even take a knee. Put a camera 10 yards from Mayor Pete's office and Pete will even hop out of his gas-guzzling SUV and start riding his bike to work. Put a camera in Africa, and Jill Biden will go there just to watch him dance. And if you're Biden, you'll even walk through a war zone just to get a campaign photo. Cameras are like crack to these people. But once the cameras are off, it doesn't matter if your town got toxic train wrecked, like it did in East Palestine, Ohio. Those same people will act like you don't exist, like nothing ever happened. It's like everybody who's supposed to care is
there something going on in Ohio, or did Trump make a campaign stop there today? Yes to both. Yes to both. How far could they have gone out their way to not show up and cover up? Exactly. I know Pete Bootyjudge is supposedly going to be there in East Palestine. I've been calling it Palestine, and I need to change the way you pronounce it because we don't want to get those two places confused. But apparently Pete Buttigieg is showing up there tomorrow. Coincidence? I think not.
as far away from this town as they can be. They're not even going in for a photo op.
Thank you for putting that in the chat, Wes.
And act like they care. No, it's like Joe and Jill are competing to see who can be further away from this toxic train wreck. Pete's only getting around now to talking about it.
What do you say to people who see the president's visit to Ukraine but don't see you or the president in East Palestine?
Well, the biggest thing I want residents of East Palestine to know is that they're not alone.
But these people have felt alone for weeks. When they were getting migraines, they were breaking out in hives, and the only answer they were getting was that everything was fine.
Exactly.
So no surprise when someone finally does show up, they go wild. They get excited. Just like they did today when Trump came to East Palestine.
Hello, everybody. What's your specialty today?
Booty cooties.
Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. That's a nice, beautiful looking group of people. So I know this menu better than you do, okay? I probably know it better than anybody in here.
I know this menu better than anybody. I don't know if that's like a self-own or a W. You be the judge of that. I know this McDonald's menu like the back of my hand, baby. He's like us. He's one with the people. Pete Booty Cooties has to go now that Trump went. Exactly. I like Booty Cooties. That's a good one, KB. Booty Cooties. It rolls off the tongue. Booty cootie, booty cootie, booty cootie everywhere. Booty cootie, booty cootie. Rocking everywhere. Booty cootie, booty, booty, booty. Sorry.
We're going to take care of the fire department. Okay. We're going to take care of the police department. We're going to take care of them. Plus the people that are in here, they're going to get a nice free meal. All right? Thank you, everybody.
So Trumpian. Exactly.
These people are just grateful
It is so Trumpian.
Someone is there for them. It means a lot that a former president would fly all the way from Florida.
But Pete is a clown, 100%. Pete is like he's exactly everything this new push on the left is. Just giving jobs to people who don't deserve it because he fits the quota. Oh, you've checked the right box on this new flag? You get a position, and you get a position. And it doesn't matter if you're doing a terrible job. We keep you in it no matter what.
Buy everybody Big Macs. A move like this goes a long way with people.
I'm gonna push back a little bit, all right? Trump shouldn't have been buying people Big Macs. Buy people the quarter pounder with cheese. That's the burger there, not the Big Mac. The Big Mac is overrated. It's all about the quarter pounder and cheese. Can I get an amen? Thank you. Self amen. God.
You know the phrase, half a life is just showing up. And that's what Americans want from our politicians.
I see a pattern. Yeah, they don't have any work ethic.
Show that you care, say that you love them, and deliver. It's cold, it's raining. Trump showed up.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
What's your message to Joe Biden before you leave?
Thank you. Get over here.
And Biden should have been there 2 weeks ago, along with Pete, where they should have been handing out pallets of water and drinking the tap water they said was fine.
Willie, you throwing up to McDonald's? How dare you? McDonald's, okay. Say what you will about McDonald's, whether it's healthy or not. Supersize Me ruined that place for me in so many ways. McDonald's breakfast is incredible. And I will fight anybody to the death over that, okay? McDonald's breakfast is incredible, and McDonald's quarter pounder of cheese is a good freaking hamburger. And maybe it's just because I'm poor, but that place is awesome. Don't knock McDonald's. It's too easy to jump on that train, but that train is not the train you want to be on because you will get slapped up in the end when you're drunk and there's only one place open and you're like, I've been talking trash about this place for so many years. I guess I'm going to go in. Oh yeah, I forgot how freaking amazing it is. BCal, what's up? Hey from Boston. Get over here. Oh yeah, I think I have that clip lined up. Not sure they fired the dude that was stealing luggage. Yeah, I guess you as long as you aren't charged with anything, you can stay there. Quarter pounder isn't Pete's nickname. The McGriddle. Come on. $10 for Egg McMuffin and potato cake and a coffee. Let's go. Sausage Egg McMuffin is such a W. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. And I know this could be controversial. And I know this could be seen as an L. And I know people can get mad at this. McDonald's breakfast is better than Chick-fil-A. I just said it. I said it. Get over it. God. God.
If not that, at least show up and listen to him.
I just ended it. It was like not the longest clip in the whole world, but exactly. And that's my point's exactly. It's such an easy win. You show up at East Palestine. I said it right again. And then you have a little photo op. You give out some water, which is amazing. That was a huge W. Buy people food. You know, you're not just putting it on the company, like the governmental dime. That was a beautiful move to see. And then you have your little photo op and you talk to the people. What an easy W. If only this wasn't already, Trump's country in so many ways. Because I don't think he changed the hearts and minds of anybody there, at least in my eyes. I just assume everyone there is voting for Trump. But maybe I'm wrong. No, Wendy's breakfast is good. I've never had Wendy's breakfast, TBH. Okay, I've never had Wendy's breakfast before. If it's good, I will be the judge. Maybe we'll get a bunch of breakfast sandwiches all together, and then we'll go one by one. I just want to make sure. I know that YouTube likes to censor y'all's comments, and I want to make sure I get everything. Thanks for subscribing. Hit the like button. Hey, thanks so much, Queen. That means a lot. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, it helps out the algorithms out and all that stuff. If you're watching on Rumble, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. I got Rumble chat open as well if you want to say hello. We got another clip. Now we have Tulsi Gabbard essentially saying the same thing, but it's refreshing to see such an obvious take, by some of these politicians of all you have to do is show up. But he showed up and Biden had a huge crowd in Poland. Now, I don't know if people know this, but Poland isn't America. I know that's a crazy thing to say, and I'm not supposed to say stuff like that, but it's not America. And I know we are all in this one world government that we're all unified as one, and we're not separated by different thoughts or values anymore because we're all just one big candy bar that tastes like crap. But Biden should have went to Ohio first, if not only Ohio. Never had Chick-fil-A in any form on my to-do list, though. You got to get... if you're going to go fried chicken breakfast, you go Popeyes. Or if you're in the South, you go Bojangles before you go Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chick-fil-A getting an L. I like Tulsi Yummy too. Get the biscuit egg sausage sandwich for the fries and drink for $5. Yeah, that is like such a deal. Biden can't pull a crowd in America, but can go and get one in Poland. Yeah, I don't really understand that whole crowd. I mean, that crowd was so big, and he came here, the most popular president ever, and he can't pull a crowd. He's lucky. I mean, I can't wait to see what the kind of crowds he pulls for this upcoming election. Make sure you gear up for that, and make sure you subscribe to me on Rumble, because it's only, during election season, that's when YouTube decides, oh, we're going to censor the bejesus out of you.
Congresswoman, thanks for being here. First of all, what do you see? What have you seen over your visit over the past day?
Yeah, Brett, I spent the day out here with residents of East Palestine, traveling and touring through the areas that have been most devastated by this toxic disaster. And I got to tell you, everything that they've been through, I'm just inspired by the hope and the resilience that they still show through it all. This community and those around it have turned out like nothing else to support each other, unfortunately, in the face of a lack of support.
No one puts Derek in the corner.
The federal government. And that's the feeling I'm walking away with, is this deja vu sense that I've gotten over.
Don't put me in the corner. I'm so tiny.
In a time of disaster and catastrophe, are left begging for basic support that they need and deserve from the government that's supposed to provide it.
He did fall again.
Today, we're seeing it in East Palestine, Ohio. We heard it from Jackson, Mississippi, with the water crisis that folks there face. We've heard it in my home state of Hawaii when the military families dealt with contaminated water, with fuel. We see it, the 9/11 first responders who had to fight for years just to get basic care for the work that they did. And we see it still with my brothers and sisters in uniform
Tulsi cares.
Coming down with cancers.
Yeah, Tulsi is like one of the few anti-war politicians out there, and that's why she gets so much crap for it, which is insane. Even from like people like Bernie Sanders, who didn't used to be like that. You might not want to brag about being tiny, just saying. Hey, no wrong with that, okay? Ocean in the motion. I heard Biden fell up the stairs again. He did fall up the stairs, and we'll get into that soon.
Suffered from their exposure.
We'll do a side-by-side comparison between Trump and
over and over again,
Biden.
We are unfortunately confronted with this reality that those in power don't care, and the people who are being affected by their decisions or their lack of action.
The more people in America wake up to those in power don't care, the more they'll actually pay attention and stop voting for the same establishment politicians over and over again, even if it's like, well, I don't want to vote for that person because then the other side wins. We have to have change. Term limits, I wish were a thing. I wish they actually cared about just doing it as a service and then leaving. But these people in power see it as a full-time life appointee position, and then they become multi-millionaires from nothing, like Joe Biden.
Are forced to beg. We have people here in East Palestine.
I vote for Tulsi over Biden.
For an inconvenience fee. What an insult. And so it's no wonder people here are angered.
I saw that Rage Against the War Machine.
At this failure of our own leadership to provide the services that they deserve, while they see President Biden go off to Ukraine and give them $500 million, leaving the people here behind wondering, what about us?
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm just checking chats. All right. And then we get to my favorite clips as we get into some more Trump ice. She has an honest heart. She really does. It certainly seems that way. She seems like a totally genuine person. And again, I always say, like I say a million times on this podcast, like the likelihood of me voting for somebody who's able to go on a live show that is hours long without commercial breaks, like a podcast, and hold themselves up like a genuine human being, which I've seen her do multiple times, I'll end up voting for that person because I trust that person. I don't trust people that like go on places like Fox News only, and then they do like these 10-second segments in between commercial breaks. There's no way, even like when you watch some of these politicians in debate stages, there's no way you actually get a genuine sense of who these people are. I like Vivek Ramaswamy. I always like get his last name wrong. I'm getting more and more interested in that guy. That guy's been on my radar for a while since he started talking about investing in oil companies and stuff like that, and having his own ETF, which was interesting. She's easy on the eyes. Oh, is that what it's all about for you, Wes? Oh my God. She's a surfer. She's a surfer babe. And she does CrossFit.
Enjoy your meal, and we're going to get the meals for the fire department. Okay? Hello, everybody.
Okay.
What's your specialty today?
How are you today? Nice to meet you.
Hello, everybody. That's a nice, beautiful looking group of people. So I know this menu better than you do. Okay? I probably know it better than anybody in here. We're going to take care of the fire department.
Okay.
We're going to take care of the police department. And what we do is all the people that are here right
I'm
now.
the owner, Mr. President.
So
How are you?
I don't have to give him.
That's right.
That's a good one to own, right?
Yes, it is. One of the best.
So we're going to take care of your fire police. We'll take care of that. Plus the people that are in here, they're going to get a nice free meal. All right? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Nice. Good one, huh?
Yes, it is very my first store.
Oh, really? How many do you have?
I have 8 stores.
Remember how much they made fun of President Ford when he felled Chevy Chase, made a career of it on Saturday Night Live? Joe B keeps following up and nothing to see her. I don't, because I am not that old to remember much of President Ford. Especially Chevy Chase on SNL. I'm sorry. I wish I was that old. I'm not. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. He was always so he was so entertaining. He is the one that brought it to my attention. The BlackRock and State Street are using everyone's retirement investments to put this. Yeah, that whole thing with the BlackRock too. He brought that to my attention as well. I liked listening to him on CNBC as well.
Oh, he's a wealthy guy. Huh? Is he a good boss?
He's a wonderful boss.
Is he a good guy?
So we'll take care of everything. We appreciate it. Knock it out fast for us. Okay?
We'll try. Thank you.
We'll be eating it on the plane back. Thank you, everybody. Have a good time, okay?
I'm glad you came down. Thanks for stopping here.
I like how he trolls Hillary. Yeah, me too.
I'm happy you came down here to visit us.
Great honor.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Trump, why?
They were talking about it on Timcast, Chevy Chase, that is. Oh, okay. Well, how does Tim Pool know? I think he's younger than me.
Huh? Why are you visiting today?
Trump looks so comfortable amongst the real people of the country. Yeah. Well, I mean, Trump was always the most beloved person, especially in Hollywood and media and hip hop artists and you name it. And then all of a sudden, you come out as a Republican, you start voting that way. It's all of a sudden, oh my God, he's like a different person. It's the weirdest thing. Like people are so strange when it comes to politics, where it's like someone can know you, right? Someone could just get to know you, know everything about you, know like you, enjoy you, hang out with you, think you're funny, whatever. And then all of a sudden, if they find out who you voted for at one point in your life, that's when they decide they feel like that changes everything about what they knew before. It's like this new phenomenon we have in our culture when it comes to that kind of crap is so it's not helpful. It's not good. It's so stupid and idiotic, and it just shows you how shallow some of these people are in the way that they think. That they're just like, oh, I like you as a person. I like everything about you. I like what you stand for. I think you're funny. I think you're a genuine person. Thank you so much for, helping me change my tire on my car. Oh my God, you voted for Trump. Disgusting. You're an evil human being. You're basically Hitler in disguise. You're basically a Nazi. I swear to God, I want you off my, out of my safe space, and I want you out of here. It's so weird to me that people are willing to, if I knew somebody for a long time and I knew that they were a good person and I enjoyed hanging out with them, we laughed together, we broke bread together, we drank wine together, whatever, and then all of a sudden I found out he voted for Biden, it would just be like, wow, that makes no sense, but okay. But it wouldn't change everything because I got to know the person without politics. It's like, we just put too much emphasis on that kind of crap instead of just finding out if you're a good person or what you're about. Trump is a Clinton Democrat, said if he was ever going to run, the president would do it as yeah, exactly. In-N-Out Burger. Oh, In-N-Out Burger is pretty good. Five Guys is good. Smash Burger is pretty good. Biden can't walk around like that without people yelling back swear words at him. Not only that, Biden can't walk around, period. Okay, have you seen that guy walk around? He walks around like an old man that needs his hand held. I mean, That's just the reality of it. I don't want to seem like a terrible human being by calling out an old, elderly individual, but I've seen him stumble around. Trump helped Jesse Jackson run for president. All forgot when the machine said it was bad. Well, yeah, exactly. All the lemmings followed the catfish. Exactly. Trump should rap. Oh, that'd be awesome. K-Bean, it was whiplash how the media turned on. It really was. Every rapper had him in their videos and rapped about him and wanted an America. Yeah, help America. I don't know. One of my favorite songs is I'm blanking. He killed himself. God dang it. Malcolm. God, I'm blanking. On Donald Trump, I'm on that Donald Trump. You is a real mensch, Derek. Hey, thank you. I'm trying to be. No, I'm just myself. Oy vey.
Well, we brought a lot of people with us.
We brought so many people.
Because,
Mac Miller. Thank you, Wes. God. Sometimes my brain does not work live. You know what I mean? That's why most people don't do it. Because it's just like, you have to be okay with looking stupid when you go live on YouTube and other platforms. If you care about like people judging you, trying to pretend like you're smart on live, it just doesn't work. Wes saves the day. Shout out to Wes. Where's Kanye when you need him?
They heard I was coming. They all came. They weren't going to come. They were to leave you abandoned, and now they're not. The owner over here, he saw that.
I helped out all the responders and everything the first week. I was out here making Egg McMuffins myself Saturday morning.
You did a good
with
job.
These guys.
He did a good job. So give us a nice array of stuff. Take care of the people, and I'll see you later, okay?
Kanye's married now, and his wife has him on lockdown. Yeah. Well, he's got Kim Kardashian 2.0, so...
Thank you all.
Can I get a picture with you?
What do you think about what's going on in East
Get a
Palestine?
picture, please.
Sir, what do you think about what's going on here in East Palestine?
President Trump, what do you think about Biden going to Ukraine before coming here?
Well, I think he should have come here.
Stevie, come
I
here.
think he should have
Come
been
here.
here.
Oh, God.
Should have been here.
Come take a picture of mine. No, I got it.
He chose to.
Got it, brother.
President Trump, do you think the water's safe?
God, that's like the worst when people are like trying to take pictures of you and you're just trying to have a normal conversation like a normal human being. It's like, can you guys back up? All right, so we got more clips from Trump inside the McDonald's. It gets better and better. He's asked. Trump is asked about Pete Bootyjudge, Still trying to figure out what's the best nickname. I like Booty Cootie, Bootyjudge, Booty Juice. Just straight up booty. You know what I mean? Straight up Pete Booty. Squat machine. The Smith machine. So many words. Russian deadlift, RDLs, conventional deadlift. I don't know. He's asked about where's Pete, and here's Trump's response.
But they're systematically destroying our country, and it's a shame. And Bootyjudge should have been here already.
And what do you think?
Again, he's right. Pete Buttigieg should have already been there. Booty Coots. Oh, I like that too. Get into chat. Tell me your best Pete Buttigieg name. He should have been there already. It's amazing what our politicians deem as important and what some politicians deem as unimportant in today's culture. It's literally blows my mind that somebody like you and me can look at the situation in Ohio and think, you know, if I was president, I would make it a priority just to be there. Maybe even and drink the water. You know what I mean? Or stuff like that. Or just stay there and work, do everything I can outside of that place until like the residents felt more comfortable and I felt like comfortable enough to leave. Like that was what I would do because it's what a normal human being with an empathetic response, like an empathetic part of you will respond in a way. But our politicians don't care. It's the craziest thing in the world. I don't, even if I was any kind of, like if I was a Republican right now, if I was a Republican running for president right now, if I was Nikki Haley, if I was Vivek, if I was anybody who's announced running or if somebody thinking about running, I would make a trip there because it's such an obvious W. I know you're using people's like pain in order to win, you know, brownie points, but that's just the unfortunate reality of politics. It's very emotional based, and you can't just be like, I know I don't want to cause a stir. I don't want people to be like focused on me while I'm there. You just have to show up because people want you to feel like you actually care about them. Because for so long, some of our politicians, they care more about their infighting and stupid comments, stupid live Instagram feeds, and all kinds of crap like that than they actually care about you and me and how much we pay for our eggs, how much we pay gas at the pump, how much we pay for our heating bills. That's what we want to be cared for. That's what we want to know. Are our jobs secure? Is our country secure? Do we feel like you're working hard? And I don't get the sense of that at all from any of these politicians. Tulsi showed up and talked to the people. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Look, she is a genuine politician, and that's why she was so ousted by the Democrats. Any genuine Democrat politician, which is almost an oxymoron, will be ousted immediately. Or pressure to change. As much as I didn't like Bernie Sanders for so long, he seemed more genuine, and they hated him. They didn't let him, even when he won, they were just like, we don't care if you win. Pete Booty Sniffer, Booty Snatcher, Booty Plug. You're cracking me up. All right, let me check some of y'all's stuff. Brandon might have stolen a couple votes, but shown up. Shown up there and showed some empathy. Yeah, he could have easily stolen a couple votes, but he's losing the independent vote more and more. I mean, there's no way, besides like establishment Democrats, establishment liberals, see like him going to Ukraine as a wonderful thing. But the average everyday independent voter like you and me, who are like not necessarily on the fence, but sometimes we like to think through these things, we see right through that because you have a brain. You know what I mean? It's such an obvious one. I watched Right Angle with Bill Whittle and saying he thinks Trump is the nominee and everyone else is running for vice president. Yeah. I think so much of like nominees for vice president and president is not necessarily about winning, but it's about changing the language and seeing what works and also like kind of directing the path of the Republican Party. So Nikki Haley is trying to show up as the establishment. Vivek is just another, Joker card that's like, what is he going to be about? What is he going to have to answer to? But you can start to change the language and change the drive and change the messaging and help shape a right messaging for Trump to run on. Because there's no way Trump is going to lose, the nominee. That would be insane. We have to pay taxes from 100 angles and we get demoted to cattle. Yeah, exactly. And this country was started on much less than that, It's crazy what Americans are willing to put up with in comparison to Americans when this country first got started. For the same thing with me, those people were much stronger than we are. They had that temperament that was just like, enough's enough. That's it. Even if I don't have shoes, we're going to war over this tea tax. Joe B. don't want to go visit the people in Ohio because if they bring him down the stream, he might fall in. They don't want to go him either because they'll boo him the entire time. I mean, now it's gotten to the point where if Joe Biden goes, it's going to make him look worse because people are going to be protesting. People are going to be yelling at him. People are going to be screaming at him. And the same, you watch how Pete Buttigieg is handled tomorrow, and you're going to watch how, like, the Secret Service, I guarantee you, the Secret Service and, like, police are going to establish a perimeter so you won't be able to, like, get close to Pete Buttigieg at all. And so it'll make it look like it's not as bad of a welcoming party as you think. John Scott, what's up? Slava Ukraine. Slava. Bowling frog syndrome, exactly. We are too comfortable. We are too comfortable, and TikTok is fun. I will admit that. Sometimes I even I gotta get off this stupid app, but it's It's freaking addicting, dude. And we're just comfortable people. Pete's way too late to the party. Yeah, he is. Well, but watch how they'll establish a perimeter so you won't be able to see. And Rachel Maddow. Whoa, wait till Maddow. Rachel Maddow stares that Republicans hate him to be there. Stairs. Shares. I don't know. Bet the establishment will pay actors to show support for Booty Stain. It's Maddow. That's true. All right, here's Trump. Here we go. I'm glad Trump. I think the best part about today is we have joked about Trump Ice on this show for a very long time. And the fact that he handed out Trump Ice today is just, you can't write that crap, people. This is why we're here.
What this community needs now are not excuses and all of the other things you've been hearing, but answers and results, and that's what I think you're going to say. See, Norfolk Southern needs to fulfill its responsibilities and obligations. And I see that they're starting to come here now, too, because they also were saying they're not coming. But it means that the affected communities beyond the borders of East Palestine are going to be taken care of. And they've said so, and they've said it loud and clear, and I think they probably mean it. I sincerely hope that when
Papa would have, yeah.
Your representatives and all of the politicians get here, including Biden.
Oh, Rachel Maddow will claim Trump paid people to boo Brandon. Oh, 100%. I'm sure. They'll just call him like a bunch of right-wing white supremacists or, a wink and a nod at the KKK or whatever crap. Whatever emotional language that draws people out who don't actually pay attention, that will actually believe, they'll use that language.
Get here, including Biden. They get back from...
Wait, including Biden.
All of the politicians get here, including Biden. They get back from touring Ukraine.
John Scott, you great guy. Got to love from you. Hey, John Scott, appreciate you, man. Love the UK. Go United.
That he's got...
I will volunteer for the job. No need for payment. Good.
Some money left over because we're now at $117 billion. And as you probably know... Europe, when you add it all up, is at about $10 billion. That's a big difference, wouldn't you say?
That is the craziest point that Trump makes, is that we have given over $117 billion to Ukraine, and Europe has only given $10 billion. Again, and people are wondering why our country is trash in a lot of ways. Because these politicians don't care about this country. It's the craziest thing in the whole world. And they overspend. They just constantly print money, devaluing your money. They're just like, you know what? I don't care how much you're paying for what you're paying for. And I'm not actually going to ask Congress to pass a bill or anything like that. We're just going to do an executive order and give more money. And where we're going to get that from? We'll just print it. No big deal there. No big deal there. And here's no investment in infrastructure. No. It's funny that word was thrown around too. Maddow will other them, and then they say they don't deserve help. Yeah, exactly. Foreign aid is just fancy words for money laundering. Well, again, and I can't say that's wrong because we don't know where any of the Ukraine money is going, and they don't want you to even ask about that. That's seen as like hate speech. That's seen as like, you remember that, I forget what that politician was during that time, and he said, now's not the time for auditing. Now's not the time for this kind of stuff. We just need to pass it through. It's just so stupid that like, it's like I said this last show, but I'll say it again, and I'll say it again and again and again. The IRS will audit you over like a couple $100 that you didn't report, but we won't audit where $117 billion to Ukraine will go. Like, I don't know how people don't understand how that's not corrupt at all. That's just ridiculous. Okay, now here's Trump talking a little bit more about what's going on there. Shout out to the guy right behind him. He made my screen. I just did like 5 of them.
to the people.
Yeah, the IRS will audit your Venmo over $400, right?
East Palestine and to
$600, I forget.
communities in Ohio and Pennsylvania. We have told you loud and clear, you are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. We stand with you, we pray for you, and we will stay with you in your fight to help answer, and the accountability that you deserve. We'll have that accountability. It'll all be out there very...
And that's the speech he should run on. That's the speech that Trump should run on. You are not forgotten. Because so many people in America, especially on these quote-unquote flyover states, feel forgotten in so many ways. Not invested in, not cared for, and just, who cares? It's not New York, it's not LA, it's not DC. We don't care, okay? Nobody important lives in Ohio. Ohio's like the butt of a joke in every stupid joke about states. It's like, ooh, who lives in Ohio? So it makes sense why no one is showing up. The IRS told me that I owed $33 last year. Christ only knows why they didn't audit me last year. Yeah, I didn't get audited last year either. It's like, I mean, one time I was audited for like $1,200 at one point, and I was like, I'll talk to my stepdad, who's a lawyer, and I was like, should I try to fight this? He's like, it's not worth it. Like, even if you're in the right, you're going to end up paying more, and that's not worth it. All right, here we go. A little video of Trump Ice, just to prove to you that Trump did actually show up with Trump Ice and Goya. There's a little Goya action, a little conservative Goya action. Shout out to Goya beans. There's water, and that wasn't... shout out to Goya water. Goya beans. I mean, the fact that Trump shows up with water and our own president hasn't even showed up yet is just it's just perfect. Hey, Papa, Trump Ice, Trump Ice, Trump Ice. Were your ears burning, Papa, or what? Yeah, Wes has been talking about you. Michiganders hate Ohio. Even we think this is too much. Yeah. Why do you hate Ohio? Because of Ohio State. Okay. Papa, they wanted me to report my California tax returns on my oh yeah, I'm sure they did. They're the worst. K-Bean, you crazy person. Thank you so much for that super chat. I call it the Cinderella move. Prince Trump shows up.
K-Bean super chatted $19.99.
It's so delayed.
I call it the Cinderella move. Prince Trump shows up, picks up the people out of the dirt and says he loves them.
It's good. I call it the Cinderella move. Prince Trump shows up, picks up the people out of the dirt and says he loves them. Like, it's like, again, if he just continues to run, I know the whole election stuff. We could talk about that for days. But if Trump, thank you so much for that super chat, KB. Like, seriously, thank you so much. It means so much to me that you guys give me your money. It just blows my mind. But I appreciate it. It means a lot to me because I know I put a lot of work into this. So it just shows me that you guys care enough to put your money. It's just crazy to me. Blows my mind. Thank you so much. But like, this is what Trump's messaging should be. Don't talk about the election stuff. I don't even want to get into it. I agree in a lot of ways. But like, you talk about this. You show up to places like McDonald's. You show up to small town people. You show him walking around talking to real people. He doesn't do high interviews anymore with like 60 Minutes where they'll clip it up and make him look terrible. You just show up with a microphone and a camera and do groundwork, and Trump would win so easily because it would be different than any other of our politicians who seem untouchable. For people to feel like they can touch and feel and witness a president, that's very rare. And if he ran on that and that alone, he would win in a second. That's the same reason why he won in the first place, because the whole the border wall and stuff like that. It felt real. It felt different. My bank asked me where I got $4,000 deposited when I typed it in. Trump looks like a boss in my Rick Ross voice. Like a boss. Like a boss. Every day, Every day I'm hustling. Dude, that beginning of that song gets me every time. And then after it stops, I'm like, okay, I'm done with the song. But that beginning, that intro of that song is so epic. Good Lord, Queen tax on they're serving this election up for him on a silver platter. They like, seriously, silver platter. It's just like the midterms though. But of course, Republicans will find a way to screw it up. You know what I mean? Because the establishment of the Republicans can't let go. The Lindsey Grahams, the Mitch McConnells, the Kevin McCarthy's, they can't let go for the new blood that's more populist. They don't like that. But if they just let go, it would just be like a slam dunk. Could you imagine what they'd be saying if you switched Trump and Biden is going to get us into World War III? Oh, 100%. About the Ohio people, he'd be losing minds, keep falling. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you remember when Trump was in power, they immediately thought we were going to World War III. They thought like the second he got into power, he was, even South Park has an episode about like Trump like mocking North Korea and making fun of it, and people were worried that we were going to go to World War III. And then all of a sudden, it was like the most peaceful time. As somebody my age, I've never seen a president not start a war or pay for a proxy war. It's the only time in my entire history that ever happened. I would love to see negative press coverage over something that actually talking to everyday citizens. Well, that's what I'm saying. It would be such an easy win to watch Trump walk around and actually talk to individual people. And then the press would have to do their best to make it look bad. And it'll make them look so dumb. And then you'll just see Biden do his little Zoom conferences or do his like sit downs with CBS. And then you would get the other picture of Trump just walking around and talking to people like you and me. That would be a game changer. McConnell said it's too difficult to win statewide elections. They knew they couldn't win the Senate. Yeah. Well, they can't win the Senate when you put up terrible candidates like Dr. Oz. What are you going to do? Dr. Oz was a terrible candidate. I would love to see... Oh, sorry. South Park? Oh, I love South Park. Is there a new episode tonight? Somebody in the chat tell me. If so, thank you for being here and not watching that. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is Wednesday. It's exactly almost 10 p.m. Eastern. Let us compare and contrast the difference between Biden and El Trumpo getting off. One is getting off a plane, one's getting off, and then one's getting on. That's what she said. And we'll compare and contrast. Who did it better? Get in the chat and you tell me who's better. All right. First, we're going to look at Trump. Here we go. First of all, I just want to notice and point out that every stupid left-wing commentator showed how Trump didn't open up his own umbrella, that somebody gave it to him. And they thought that was a huge slam dunk. Looks like Trump can't open up the umbrella. Still, what a loser. And it was funny because in the same day, something else happened. But let's watch Trump walk down the stairs. It's going to be too scary to watch. I'm scared. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. God, amazing. Amazing. Now let's compare to our current president. The most popular president ever. The most popular president. 81 million votes. 81 million votes. The most popular president ever in the history of man. Walking up the stairs. Now, I mind you, don't forget that Trump walked down the stairs, yes, with an umbrella. But Biden is walking up the stairs. Up. Let us watch Who did it better? I like how you turned around and was like, God. 81 million votes, most popular president ever. Can we give a round of applause for our commander-in-chief? May he continue to fall upwards his way to victory. God, no. You got to give Biden credit. He's jacked on drugs or B vitamins. I may have tripped walking up on flat ground before. 100%. But this isn't the first time. There's like somebody needs to make a compilation of Biden slipping up the stairs constantly. Oh, speaking of slipping up the stairs. Okay, now we'll watch Trump walk up the stairs. Let's watch him. Let's see if he falls. Oh my God, Trump has to use a railing. Oh my God, what a loser, dude. Look at him holding onto the railing. God, it's pathetic. Yeah, but Biden falls up the stairs. Oh, crap. All right, now let's get into, what am I going to do first? Okay, now Trump is asked, I have also a very funny video lined up. We have another EPA drinking video, which I'm pumped about. But Trump is asked, what is your message to Joe Biden? What is your message to Joe Biden?
Thank you, sir.
What's your message to Joe Biden before you leave?
Get over here.
Get over here! Biden, go to East Palestine. You're going to have a warm welcome. I guarantee it. I doubt it, bro. I doubt it. Plus, it was raining when Trump walked up the stairs. Exactly. Have you seen a man walk upstairs more gracefully than Trump? The way I walk up the stairs, it's literally the best thing ever. Yo, bro, Biden fell up the stairs. The Air Force One again. Yeah, we just played it. What's up, Internet Tough Guy? Internet Tough Guy. I don't think I've ever seen you in chat, man. I like that name. Hey, who isn't an Internet Tough Guy? Aren't we all Internet Tough Guys deep down inside? Trump's fault? Yeah, exactly. What drugs do you think Biden's on, by the way? Probably some Adderall. A little bit of speed. And anything. B vitamins. He probably has a blood boy. Who doesn't have a blood boy these days, though? I have one. Hey, blood boy. Hey, blood boy, come here. Hold on, let me go get my blood boy. Blood boy. Hey, man, blood boy, come over here. Hey, excuse me, blood boy, get over here. Show the people what my blood boy looks like so people can actually see what's going on with my blood boy. Hold on a second.
Okay, I'm coming over here. Hi, it's me. I'm Derek's blood boy, and I keep him looking young. He's like 75 years old. What? Oh, that's enough. Okay, bye.
Yeah, so I do have a blood boy. It's the rumors are true. You've asked me why I'm so freaking beautiful, and now I tell you. Now it's just a fact, okay? It's just the reality. You gotta get a blood boy. It's important to have. It's important to keep your skin looking wonderful these days. Get yourself a blood boy. Their iron is at a great level. There's a little internet tough guy in all of us. Hey, man. My dad used to talk about just having a little bit of internet tough guy at the dinner table. And especially in 2023 when egg prices are so high, it's important to have a little bit of internet tough guy. Totally passed the fitness evaluation. Isn't this the 10th time he had to fight with the stairs? Yes. Queen, he passed the fitness evaluation with flying colors. Remember there was a segment about his wonderful feet in it that we talked about? I don't know if you remember that live stream. Ivermectin, amphetamines. I feel like I get demonetized and deranked for saying words like ivermectin. Don't say that. Don't say ivermectin. I'm willing to bet I could poon Trump at Mortal Kombat and I suck at MK. Hey, man. Just you got a Scorpion or I'm always not Jackie Chan. Oh, my God. All right, let's check in on Pete Bootyjudge. Pete Bootyjudge. Booty cootie. Booty, right? Record everywhere. Hey, Pete, you coming to East Palestine or what, boy?
Secretary, what do you have to say? Hi, how are you? Jenny here at the Daily Caller News Foundation. What do you have to say to the folks in Ohio, East Palestine, who are suffering right now?
Well, I'd refer you to about a dozen interviews I've given today, and if you'd like to arrange a conversation, be sure to reach out to our press office, but I'm not going to have that conversation.
Exactly. I don't care enough to actually address it right this minute because I need to be on point. My message is important. The narrative that's handed down to me for what to say is important for me to say, and no one's told me what to say yet. And I don't want to just say anything. I don't know when I'm going, okay? Get off my butt about it. A big booty butt. Booty plug, yeah. Booty plug it everywhere.
Have a message for them?
My dad complained about having enough breathing room at the dinner table. He moved 3 inches to the left. He could breathe finer after. Oh, amen to that. Thank you for doing that. Poor Pete. You could have dealt with it weeks ago. Hey, honestly, these people are so stupid. They would rather go on CNBC, MSNBC, some other stupid talk show than actually show up to where they're needed.
I do, and I shared it with the press.
I prefer Trump's water over Pete's butt water. All right, let's try Pete's butt water. I just got it. Shout out to Pete Bootybutt.
Many times today, I'd refer you to those comments.
Would you mind sharing it with us?
No, I'm going to refer you to the comments that I made to the press because right now I'm taking some personal time and I'm walking down the street.
Are you going down there?
What's that?
Are you going down there at all?
Yeah, I am.
When are you going?
I'll share that when I'm ready.
Okay, thank you.
Can I get a photo of you?
Can I get a photo? I just want to take a photo of you. God, that's like the creepiest thing ever. Can I get a photo of you? Take your shoes off. God, that's so creepy. It's so Dahmer-esque. Can I get a quick little photo of you? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna share this with anyone. None of my friends. God. There was a shooting in Florida where some news crew got shot. Yeah, I just saw that. Crazy. I saw the shooter too. So that story will be buried. Poor Pete could have dealt with it weeks ago. I already read that. Creepy guy. Yeah, a little creepy. Man, anybody that kills people are creepy. You know what I mean? I've never seen somebody like kill somebody and I was like, you know what? Decent human being. That guy looks like a guy I would totally get a beer with. Never in my life. Power just went out on my ice storm here in Detroit. Oh man, going out to the truck and watch from my iPhone. Hey man, that's dedication. Thanks, Rockefeller. Hey, we got 2 Michiganders in here, Rockefeller and Papa. What's good, man? You guys should link up. Sorry you're going through an ice storm. It's been snowing where I'm at all day and it's been cold as crap. We are back. Athena says hello. Hey, tell Athena I said what up. Hello, Athena. You're so nice, Athena. Don't put a Pete Bootyjudge with Athena. I just want to take your picture. God. All right. We got a new look. Yesterday we did a video about DeWine and EPA guy drinking water. Because politics is all about photo ops and about showing the people you quote unquote care instead of actually getting down to the bottom of things and making people's lives a little better. We have another video of them drinking water because it's important for them to just show up every day and give us a video of them drinking water. Maybe next time they could change their clothes, take their shirt off. I don't know. Make a spectacle of it. Start a YouTube stream. Put it on TikTok. Make a TikTok dance as they drink water. Put some Trump ice in there on the background just for funsies. But I digress. We have another video of them drinking water to prove that it's safe to drink. All these right-wing conspiracy theorists saying that it's not okay to drink water. Even though people on the left have been saying this for years, and all of a sudden now the left is like okay with Norfolk CEO and big corporations. Like, liberals, you guys are so interesting to me. It's funny how everything just kind of flip-flop. But now we have another video of them drinking water. It's important to see. Let's give a round of applause for them drinking water again. Praise God. Here we go. The man, the myth, the DeWine. Why is it always like these old people that they keep going? It's just like all of East Palestine residents is just like old people. Shout out to this old man in the yellow shirt. Who doesn't love a yellow shirt? Who doesn't love a yellow shirt? It's safe to drink, but it tastes like pool water. Hey, you take that one. DeWine, he hands off the first glass. Just remember last video, he didn't take the first sip. Now he hands off the first glass. He hands it to his cupbearer. Drink before thy drinks, so that I know that thy water is taste thy good. I think it says calm down. Never.
Cheers.
I won't be convinced until they drink a gallon of water for a year. Exactly. All right, here we go.
Okay. Cheers. Oh, there you are.
You want a glass?
Will he drink first?
You want me to get one for myself?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to drink one? I'm not drinking one.
You know what? I'm going to grab a cup here.
We'll grab two more. Let's grab one for the congressman here as well.
All right. Okay.
I mean, this shows you how incredibly crazy this whole thing is. Pete's butt water. Yeah. This like shows you how incredibly crazy this is. The fact that there's like at least like 15 phones all taking video of this incident. Like, and this is supposed to make people feel good about them drinking water. I know. It's like the fact that you have to show it's okay to drink is also makes you feel like it's not okay to drink. Like, I don't know.
Yep. Thank you, sir. I'll just grab one for myself.
Oh, why they give the black guy a red cup? I mean, it's like so racist. And like, it's just like you can't win with these people.
So we're gonna continue to.
You give the black guy a Dixie cup. You know what I mean? It's like it's 2023. People, wake up.
Test the village water every week.
Flint is still ducked. Yeah, they don't care about Flint. They don't care about these flyover states. Will DeWine drink first?
All right. Here's to you. Okay.
It's pretty good water.
Okay, wait. The EPA guy, the black dude. It's just like the second time he said the same thing. He drinks like this. He goes like this to show how like serious, like how great the water is. He goes like this just to prove he's a good actor. He's like this. It's pretty good water. Shut up, dude. Shut up. No, it's not. No one's ever drank from the sink and went, it's damn good water. What is this, sink water? Holy crap. I've been filtering for years. What am I doing? I should be drinking out of the sink. Shut up. All right. Shut up. The Academy Award goes to the EPA guy. Shout out to the EPA guy. You get the award for best acting and pretending the water tastes good. Yes. Good man, solo cup, exactly. Stop triggering me with your overt racism. Thou dost promote too much. I trust the EPA, said no one ever. They're trying hard to convince the people. Yeah, I know. That's why they're putting out these videos every day. The guy who invented leaded fuel, inhaled poison to prove it was fine, even though it was poisonous. Well, you know, if you're committed, when you're committed to your craft, that is slowly killing people with cancerous water, the better. I drank Idaho sink water, and I actually thought it tasted good. That's because you were drunk, JR, okay? I want you to rethink what you just said to me. They should mark the glasses to prove that the water line was different. Good call. I just like... Okay, see if they go in for a second drink. I've only seen one drinks. Oh, the owner takes a second swig. And the EPA guy. Did you hear him? He went, I love when people do that. That left a lot to be desired. May we wait till tomorrow for them to upload another video of them drinking water. Maybe they could do a study on the effects, or if it tasted differently the next day. Or maybe next time, let's see them drink out of a toilet bowl. Show us that water is clean. My tap water tastes just fine here in Wyoming. Hey, Wyoming water isn't bad. Are you in Wyoming? I've thought about moving to Wyoming. I don't know why. Oh, right, because it's one of the most freest right-leaning states there is. That makes sense. Just drink the Kool-Aid, exactly. Where's Aaron Brockovich when you need it? I know. Isn't there spaceships behind that comment? Yeah, 100%. Let me just go over, make sure I didn't miss anything. Flint is still duck. Chuck. The EMT will have charcoal flushes outside. Oh, you know it. Okay, let's keep going down the line. Now let's get to some cultural stuff, and then we'll get back to freaking Kamala Harris. And okay, sorry, I don't mean to. That's so loud. Okay, here we go. There's this video being okay. Why not move to Ohio? Why not move to Wyoming? Wait, why not move to Wyoming? Why not move? We're all moving to Wyoming. Okay, there is this video being passed around of this newly invented machine by a Chinese university student. And this device is specifically designed for long distance relationships. So you just imagine in your mind what you think it'll accomplish with a long distance relationship. And it can mimic the transfer of the kiss of the person to the mouth on the other side of the phone. This is how like ridiculous we are as a culture. They're so happy that you can now live in your pod, eat your bugs, and you can be in a relationship with someone and send them a kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. Okay, look at this freaking weird device. This immediately gives me the EBGBs, but also it's beautiful to see. Okay, here we go. Can we just not? Can we just like stop all these inventions by now? Can we stop these sex dolls? It's like the more I watch it, the grosser it gets. Like, but this is our future, okay? This is our future. We're not gonna have human-to-human connection anymore. We're all gonna be connected through the internet. We're all going to be making out with each other, sending each other kisses through this little device. Oh. It's just the weirdest. This is where we're going. This is where we're putting our time. It's not about, making cheap energy for people anymore, or creating a new dish or beautiful art anymore. It's now just like, how can we add intimacy in our life because we lack intimacy, because we no longer talk to each other or touch each other anymore. We're just going to send kisses through the phone. So make sure you pick up your Derek O'Shea kissing machine so I can send you kisses through the phone. God, sick. Sup, normies? What's up, Dick Willie? It's been a minute, man. Auto blow too. Good night. Hey, good night. Snow doesn't stay here long. It blows pretty quick. Sorry. I'll give it 2 minutes until it's used inappropriate. Oh, 100%. Immediately, that's what I thought of. I was like, okay, this makes me feel uncomfortable just looking at this. They're doing it wrong. You are giving them minute and a half too much. That's a super duper on AF. Dude, that's so weird. But that's what we're inventing in today's culture. All right. Now we're getting my face hurts from laughing. Okay, good. Okay, good. Because make sure to pick up your Derek O'Shea version. Okay? And it'll be like a cameo that you can pay for dollars, and I'll send you kisses through the phone. And like, well, you'd be like, whoa, Derek O'Shea kissed me through a plastic doll. And you'll just be like, wow, he's such a slut. It's $1 for his kisses. What can I say? I'm cheap, you know what I mean? Okay. I saw this video being passed around of this kid talking about his parents and being raised in a genderless home so he can experience what gender them wants to be when they grow up. Listen, and we wonder why our kids are full of anxiety and walk around confused all the time and have depression and don't know what to do with their lives besides become a commentator on Twitch or a social media influencer. Our kids have no stability in their life, and it drives me nuts. So watch this video.
So the difference between gender-neutral parenting and genderless parenting is that one is completely neutral and the other is not. From my understanding, gender-neutral parenting is just using they/them pronouns, using neutral clothing and neutral toys. And for genderless parenting, it's quite the opposite. For my youngest, we use all pronouns, including neopronouns, because we want them to feel each pronoun and see what makes them most comfortable. With my oldest, we've done this, and she goes by she, her, he, him pronouns. Has expressed.
It's like, of course your oldest uses those pronouns. She, her, and he, him. Because your child is confused. Because you're not supposed to be pushing this kind of crap on children. They're supposed to find out if they should trust adults. They're supposed to find out if they should feel safe in their environment. They're supposed to find out how to share toys, how to clean up their room, have some kind of responsibility. They're supposed to find out how to be a good person, talk to other people, how to communicate your feelings, how to talk through things going on in the world. They're not supposed to find out what's your sexuality, who do you want to have sex with. This is not things that we're supposed to be pushing on children, but this is what these people do. They want to confuse them. It's like, you know what you're breathing right now is oxygen, but who you are inside is whoever you want to be. And they're like, okay, I want to be a dragon. And they're like, okay, what are your pronouns for dragon? And it's like, I don't know. What are pronouns for dragons? It's like, well, it's whatever you want it to be. You're like, okay, I'll be dragon. It's like, and we wonder why these people are confused. We wonder, our kids are going to grow up having trauma issues because they never felt safe or comfortable in their own skin or their own surroundings or trust any adult known to man, because they're going to grow up and have a conversation with someone like me or you that thinks differently. Their mind is going to be rocked and they're not going to know what to do with it. And child abuse, exactly. Those poor kids, exactly. That's a problem. My understanding, apparently she is fed fantasy instead of reality. Exactly. My understanding. It's all faith-based language. I'd rather be that's why we need Trump or DeSantis for president to get rid of this BS. It's going to require, yeah. Oh, that's a start for sure. parents trying to be friends instead of parents. Well, that's another thing too as well. Kids need authority figures in their life. And too many parents just want to be cool, just want to use the language. It's like, I don't want to teach my kids stuff. I want my kids to teach me stuff, because they're the voice of the generation. They're the young voice that we need to listen to kids a little bit more. We need to put people like Greta Thunberg in our space and push that for us, because we're too dumb to think through stuff. Let me just look through. Letting the kids run the show is a huge mistake. Yes. You're creating incredibly entitled, egomaniac, narcissistic children by allowing them to control the environment and control their decisions and create their own realities. And I think that's like the biggest bottom line thing, is you're creating these egomaniac, narcissistic, psychopathic children who don't put your feelings or thoughts into account, because it's more important for whatever reality that they want to create in order to live through that lens. It's really sad. What happened to the good old boy and girl? I'm confused. This shouldn't be a thing. They purposely want to confuse children, because when a confused child is a child who will look for authority, and the government will be there to say, I am here to welcome you into my bosom, and I will take care of you. You can be on government, lean on government for your everything. Will make you feel safe, because the world out there is scary, because the world out there is telling you things like men can't be women and women can't be men.
Rest that they are both a boy and a girl. Gender neutral parenting is basically making a non-binary baby, and that's not the goal with the genderless parenting. In essence,
it's just like when we realized Santa, Easter Bunny, and Tooth Fairy was a lie, broke the trust in all people ever. Oh yeah, exactly. You're just lying to your kids. And that's like the craziest thing. These kids are like growing up in a cult. You know what I mean? These kids are like growing up in a cult, and when they realize that their whole worldview is built on a lie, they will be rocked. Athena says you're speaking the truth. Yes, thank you, Athena. I was a confused child, but it all taught me was to mistrust. Yeah, me too. I grew up in a broken home. I grew up with a dad who wasn't really involved in my life very much, was more concerned with work and other women. And so I grew up confused, and it taught me not to trust, especially adult male authority figures in my life. And so for so long, I just didn't trust that. And I've had problems with that. And I've had to work through those kind of things. And children are like clay. And it's just, okay, you guys know that I work with people. And so much of what happens to you as a child affects you for the rest of your life, whether you like to admit it or not. It just does. And so many people hold on to trauma. So many people hold on to past experiences the rest of their life, and they use it as a lens in which to view the world. And it takes a long time to work through that crap together. And so what these parents are doing to their children by making them feel unstable is going to create trauma and terrible responses to things later in life. And it's going to be sad to see.
Neutral parenting is giving them neutral everything. Gender creative parenting or genderless parenting is allowing them to experience both masculine and feminine things.
Hey, Wesley.
Yeah.
The funny thing, too, I thought this was a kid. It's a parent.
Are you a boy or a girl?
A boy and a girl.
What are your pronouns?
Him and she.
How do you know?
That's how I feel.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
And I know people on the left don't want to hear this, but that age child, you can tell them there's dragons everywhere and there's dinosaurs outside of the city you live in, and they will believe it. And so when people try to tell me that these kids know what gender they are or what sex they are or who they're sexually attracted to, I don't believe that for a effing second. Period. What was the kid's name? I don't know. It doesn't matter exactly. They don't care about the kid's name. It's like the kid's name could be whatever it wants to. Better put on that bald wig if we're going to have a therapy session. I have it right here. Therapy with Derek O'Shea. I guess Bootyjudge for president simply because of sexual orientation. Oh, you know it. You know it. He's a terrible candidate. I mean, he did terrible things in Gary, Indiana. Like, Gary, Indiana is like one of the worst run places ever. Grotesque. It's sad. It breaks my heart, man. Look at the colorless environment. Exactly. Well, that's why it's important. You know, these kids are just grown up in like sad, boring lives. Okay. And now we get to another video of a woman. This woman in Seattle. Seattle, Washington. Love the city. Beautiful people. Terrible weather, but unless you like cozying up with a nice book and a rainy day. But great fish, great people, great grunge music, all that kind of stuff. This Seattle business, this woman, which this business has been around for 116 years, is being forced to close up and move out of Seattle because the nearby homeless encampments have made it impossible to operate any longer. And the government officials don't care because they don't care about people doing open air drug use in some of these major cities. And they don't care that it drives out families. And they don't care that it drives out businesses, because then that means more people will have to, what? Rely on the government for their every action. And then they can give you their little food stamps and your little square cricket to eat and live in your cubicle and you can be happy. But here's this woman talking about it. Devastating. Again, we talked about last week how San Francisco is dying and people, and it's just insane. But here we go. This woman's business is closing.
It's tired. We're tired of fighting with it.
Seattle used to be cool, now it's gross. It used to be cool.
Clients are nervous coming down here to drop off. My employees don't want to be here early in the morning after dark or weekends when we're here alone. Every Monday morning when we come in, there's graffiti and needles and the mark of our lovely burning mattress that we had last Monday. I think a lot of businesses are going to leave before it gets better. It's tired.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're seeing in major cities. More and more businesses are leaving because A, they don't want to pay the taxes. B, because these city officials do not give a crap about open air drug use or crime. And these DAs are just allowing criminals to just run muck, get out on bail, go back on the streets. You see it time and time again. People need to, like, in the inner cities are waking up to this, and that's why they're leaving these inner cities and going farther and farther out into these flyover states, because it's cheaper living, the taxes are lower, and a lot of people can do their jobs from home. It's just reality. And it's also sad to see. And and again, I can't emphasize enough. So many of these people that vote for these type of policies are single people without families. And so it makes sense why they don't care when a person that has a family or a small business owner, which is usually not people that age, are leaving the city. It's incredibly sad. I love Seattle. Seattle is such a beautiful, 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 beautiful city. All right. Let's get a little cringe break from the insanity of the world and laugh a little bit. Now, I don't know if you what? They're turning America into turning one big California sucks. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's huge socialist in Seattle. I believe they might be a contributor to the program. Oh, 100%. Oh, Kashama Schwant. Okay, I don't really keep too much up on Seattle politics as much. Can call steal $900 on merchandise, no problem. Many stores are closed because yeah, exactly. Great point. If you steal $100 from small business and then that ruins their their checking and they're not being able to balance their books and people don't care about that, why would you stay there? I mean, it's like, so I own a small business And I'm seeing more and more open air drug use around my business lately. And I've been thinking, like, if it ramps up, I know, like, my customers, my clients are not going to feel safe coming to my building. And so, like, these are things that I think about all the time. Like, well, I'm probably not going to stay there forever because I don't want my clients not feeling safe walking to my building because there's somebody outside, like, getting in their face about money or you know, using drugs. Because a lot of the people I work with are addicts. And so it's like, I don't need these people to walk by this. But it's just insane. It's like, why do we pay taxes? No need. Jimmy Dore always mentions her name and thinks that she is the bee's knees. Oh, gross. Gross. Yet they keep voting for these politicians. Well, yeah, because these are low information voters that vote for these policies. Athena says, Arizona represent. You need to blast country music out in the front. Yeah. Blast that that new like chicky country song. I don't know if you've seen those videos being passed around. There's like a chick country song, country rap. She's like, fried chicken, brisket. I don't know. Okay, but here's the cringiest video I saw today. Okay. Here's the lead juror of the grand jury against Donald Trump, and she looks insane on CNN. Okay, look at this lady. Watch this lady.
How many people are in trouble here? What can you tell us about how many people you recommended as a group to face indictments?
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And I'm hesitant to speak to something that the judge made a decision not to share.
Thank you.
I don't know if everyone's aware of this, but there was a hearing
right.
about what parts of the report should and should not be published
Totally.
in its various forms, and the list, well, the sections that were removed were consciously chosen to be removed.
Right.
And I don't want to say I have better judgment than the judge.
That's totally understandable. Would you say, when it comes to, there are indictments recommended, of course. Is it more than 12 people? Is it more than 20?
Wait a second. I might bust an old wig out for this, all right? All right, I might bust an old wig out for this. Hold on one second. This is old wig time. She's too cringe for me not to celebrate her cringiness with one of the oldest wigs. If only Brendan was here in the chat, then we could finally get down to the bottom of this.
I didn't get that.
Oh my God, Siri, shut up. Okay. Okay. Hey, it's me. I'm back. Hey, it's me. We just got this new video from one of the Trump grand jury against Trump, which is so great. We're finally going to get Trump locked up. Swear to God, it's going to be so freaking great. But here she is, looking beautiful as always. Look at her. She is a professed witch, apparently, which is just amazing to see. Look at her go. Here we go.
How many people are in trouble
Oh my
here?
God.
What can you tell us
She's
about
just so
how many
brave.
people you recommended as a group to face indictments?
Well, thank you for having me.
You're
first of all.
welcome.
And I'm hesitant to speak to something that the judge made a decision not to share.
Thank you.
I don't know if everyone's aware of this, but there was a hearing about what parts of the report should and should not be published in its various forms, and the list, well, the sections that were removed were consciously chosen to be removed.
Is this CNN?
And I don't want to say I have better judgment than the judge.
That's totally understandable. Would you say, when it comes to, there are indictments recommended, of course. Is it more than 12 people? Is it more than 20 people?
I think if you look at the page numbers of the report, there's about 6 pages in the middle that got cut out.
Okay.
Allow for spacing. It's not a short list.
No.
Not a short list. I mean, when it comes to 75 witnesses, like, it's not, I assume, of course, it's not 75 people.
Right.
Would you characterize it as 20-ish people?
I can't say I counted.
Me neither.
Okay. More than a dozen, though, I think I'd heard you say in another interview.
I believe so.
Me too.
That's probably a good assumption.
The name that everyone wants to know about is former President Trump. Did you recommend charges against Donald Trump?
You know it, girlfriend.
I really don't want to share something that the judge made a conscious decision not to share.
Don't share then.
I will tell you that it was a process where we heard his name a lot.
Oh, so triggering. Am I right?
We definitely heard a lot about former
triggering.
President Trump, and we definitely discussed him a lot in the room.
Emphasis on disgust.
And I will say that when this list comes out, there are no major plot twists waiting for
Right. She is so beautiful and brave. And here's another interview that she's on.
Did you personally want to hear from the former
I
president?
wanted to hear from the former president. But
Did you personally want to hear from the former president?
I wanted to hear from the former president.
Me too.
But honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump.
Me too.
Me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear?
Yeah,
and me getting to swear him in.
Crap.
I kind of just thought that would be an awesome moment.
Just do it,
Did you
girlfriend.
personally?
Anyways, it's just so refreshing to finally see a woman that is just standing up for what's right and putting Trump behind bars. We're gonna get you eventually, you piece of crap, even if it's the last thing I do. This is brought to you by Zima. It's for women. Okay. All right, hold on a second. Let me. I don't know who that lady was, but she was the freaking worst. What's up? I'm back. God, I hate when that lady shows up. She pisses me off. Meth, dude. Honestly, could be on drugs. Like, I don't want to say for sure. Anderson Cooper on CNN was saying that she stopped the walls from closing in. Oh my God. Give her those Dorothy slippers. She was something. It was like the cringiest video. But again, it just shows you how people on the left will just take over these people and they will just like trot them out because they speak out against Trump. They're just like, oh my God, finally someone's saying the right thing. She's the best thing that happened to Trump, 100%. The irony is her blabbing the cause would judge throw the case. Well, probably, which is just so great to see. No regrets. Regrets. Keep that. You guys are amazing. Finally, Derek does an ad read for the night. Yeah, sorry. You're right. I need to do more ad reads. I don't do enough. Honestly, I was just talking about that with some of my friends recently about how every freaking podcast I watch, I feel like every 5 seconds is a freaking commercial. And I'm just like, do you even do anything? Are we just doing a commercial the whole time? All right, here we go. Let's get a little Kamala Harris. Zima for women, but not. Wait, Greta has nothing on Metha. You guys are crazy. All right. Kamala Harris today. Speaking lies, but she's allowed to because you need to celebrate the crap out of this woman. She's beautiful and brave, and she talks about school buses. But this time, she's not talking about school buses, and it's just refreshing to hear her talking to the real people. She's talking about electrical bills. Now, what she says is a complete lie, but it's okay to say because she's a Democrat, and the media won't, critique her on these things. I don't know if you've noticed, but your or my electric bill has been going up, and just about all energy is going up. It's wonderful to see, but Kamala says otherwise because, well, if you lie to people, maybe they'll keep voting for you.
Every day, Joe Biden and I talk about and work together with our partners, like former leader Hoyer, current leader Hoyer, to lower the cost for the people of our nation, because you are a leader, for working families. We have reduced heating and electricity bills.
You did? Mine went up.
So folks have more money in their pocket to buy things like school supplies, replace the dishwasher, or take a family vacation.
And buy eggs.
Every day, Joe Biden.
Do not critique this. Do not call this out as a lie. But say it's beautiful and wonderful to see. My energy is going down, me too. Ever since Crowder brought it up, it has been a lot more noticeable. What did he bring up? The energy? Or are we talking about Kamala Harris? Okay. Okay. Here is Kamala Harris wants a school bus to go to the moon. Oh, now we're talking. That would be amazing. Along with another Tesla. That one sounded a little bit Oh, ad reads. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember when he brought that up. But I tend to listen sometimes I listen to Glenn Beck in the morning, and I guess like a freaking ad read every 5 seconds. Smash that like button like Kamala Harris smashes my hopes and dreams. Her voice is the hearing equivalent of poop in the pool, 100%. Speaking of poop in the pool, okay, I can't tell if this video is fake or real. You guys tell me if this is fake or real. It's almost too much on the nose. But this woman... I don't want to judge. Maybe not a woman. Sorry. Okay, here we go.
All right, we have to talk about this right-wing idea of parents' rights.
Okay, just the beginning of that video alone is too much on the nose. A right-wing idea of parents' rights. Now, part of me actually believes they actually believe that. That parents speaking up for the rights of their own children, particularly in school, is seen as a right-wing idea, which is the most insane thing ever, and it should be the reason why no parent ever votes for a Democrat ever again until they finally change this kind of stupid idea. But let's let this person continue. And don't you love these glasses? It's her way of showing that she submits to the cult.
It's literally just fascism. As far
Ready?
Right, we have to talk about this right-wing idea of parents' rights.
Right.
It's literally just fascism.
Oh, so true.
As far as I can tell,
thank you.
Parents' rights means allowing parents to control their kids, even in ways that are harmful to their kids.
Right. And who deems them as harmful?
Obviously, as an educator,
thank you.
I believe strongly in the importance of parents and families and other primary caregivers instilling morals and discipline and principles in
better
their
than
kids.
Parents.
I see educators' role as partnering with parents and other caregivers to form a collaborative support network for every child.
Partnering, but telling them what to do.
However, some parents and caregivers,
right,
unfortunately, do not support their kids the way
they don't
should.
get it. They don't get it. Not the way she
Part of why
does.
the public school system works with social services to make sure kids are taken care of.
True. Thank you.
It's why schools work to connect parents with resources to help them learn how to support their children if and when they need the help. The fact of the matter is, parents and caregivers who reject their children's gender
we got 2
identities
pages.
are not taking care of their children.
So true. She will take care of your
Kids whose
children for
families
you.
refuse to affirm their child's true gender identity
Right.
are at greatly increased.
No matter what the gender is, Zer, vampire vamp, raptor rap. We've talked about that before. You need to be affirming these people. And when I say people, I mean 5-year-old children. Affirm your 5-year-old on everything and watch that 5-year-old turn into a little narcissistic, egotistical, psychopathic, potentially murderous, insane person that needs therapy the rest of their life because they don't know what's right from wrong. And instead of teaching them about how to read, write, and think through things and logic and stuff like that.
Increased risk.
Does she work at daycare? I don't know.
Suicide attempts, self-harm, substance abuse, homelessness, low academic performance, and other serious mental health issues. Conservatives who claim that their real concern is parents' rights are just trying to use a family-friendly excuse for wanting trans people to not exist.
You denying your 3-year-old child from their own pronouns is denying that trans people exist. Ergo, violence. Come on. God, the rapture now, exactly. This video is brought to you by Dude Wipes. For when you do not know if you should trust the last one. Oh, I like that. Why have Dude Wipes when you can have a bidet? With my bidet, I feel a little cleaner every day. Bidet. Dude Wipes. All right. What's we going to watch now? All right. I'm going to do a poll. One, I got to end this poll. Sorry. God, these things are like answer viewer questions live. What is that? I'm going to end this. I'm going to start a poll. And then you guys get to choose. If I have our kids, they're getting homeschooled. Oh, me too. I'm homeschooling my kids, 100%. Okay. You guys choose. What do we watch next? World Weekly News. And the show and say good night. You guys choose what we do next. If I say cold, the herd, I said it, yeah. If I ever kids are getting home, if you don't do everything your child says and wants, abuse. Exactly. It's just like the stupidest thing ever. Just dumb. So get in the chat and let me know. You guys on Rumble too, make sure on Rumble to drop the thumbs up. I have the chat open. Say hello if you're watching and see if a few people watching. Say hello to my little friend. I'm going to end the voting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. And, God, I mean, this chat is like so, end the poll. Okay. What did we choose? Oh, we want to do a little World Weekly News? Now we're talking. What is this Q&A? I've never seen this. Okay, now I got to put on... I've never done this before. I'm just testing this. Okay. All right, now I'm going to change since we're going to do World Weekly News. I don't know what this... What is this? Ask me a question crap. World Weekly News. I got to put on the right wig. I think this one. I'm going to wear this one this time. Insurrection! I don't even know what the asking function means. But I'm changing what I look like for you people. Choking myself out. Okay. Okay. Insurrection is in the building. Okay. Hold on, I'm almost done changing. Okay. It's the time. It's the time of day. Quick, start pushing people into the room because they accuse them of trespassing. All right, I'm back. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. So accurate. Okay. This today is February, and we're gonna do a deep dive into how to talk to time travelers. Ooh, time travelers, they're real. They're real people too. How to talk to time travelers. This is a real article and should be taken very seriously. Please shut up and listen. Because if you don't shut up and listen, you will never know how to talk to time travelers. And they're people too. They're real people. They're everywhere. Are you nervous about talking to time travelers? Don't worry. We've got you covered. Here are some of the tips for making small talk with these mysterious beings from the past and the future. If you meet a time traveler from the future, don't ask them what the winning lottery numbers are. They'll just give you a confused look and tell you that you don't know what the lottery is. Even though they clearly taken advantage of this situation. Have you seen their clothes? They got the Bootyjudges. If a time traveler from the past asks for directions, be careful not to confuse them with the futuristic slang like, on God, cap. That's all the new slang I know. They might think that you're speaking in tongues. Remember that video? Scary. If they are from the past, they'll think that the English language has been destroyed, which it has been, because what is a woman? I don't know. If they are from the future, they won't understand how rudimentary your language is. You're not as... You're still speaking that rudimentary slang, you freaking weirdo. Why don't you become a real person like me and learn how to talk? How can we forget that video? Travelers' Lives Matters. Thank you, KB, for saying that in my chat. If you're traveling through time and meeting yourself, don't be tempted to give yourself spoilers. Hey, self, just so you know, this goes a little bit farther back, if you know what I mean. We haven't figured out the whole hair thing back in 3000 AD. Don't be tempted to give yourself any spoilers about the future. Trust me. You'll thank yourself later. Most people don't think that you can mate yourself in the past or future, but you can. And you will. And don't try to sleep with your mother, okay? That is gross. It was in a movie, and I don't want to think about that movie. You know what movie I'm talking about. It'll give you an upset stomach right away. If you're time traveling, make sure to bring some antacids. You know what I mean? Because without antacids, you might give a little... Excuse me, I have BM problems from the future. If you're feeling a little brave, you can try to outsmart a time traveler by setting up a trap for them like a leprechaun. Did you guys ever do that as kids? Did you ever try to set up leprechaun traps as a kid? I did. Because when you're poor, you try to have fun with what you got. It's just a part of life. If you're feeling a little brave, you can try to outsmart the time traveler by setting a trap, but be sure to use a temporary paradox, not a mousetrap. Make sure to use that temporary paradox. Time traveling never works out. They know where you've been and where you live and what you're doing with your life and how you smell and who you voted for and your social credit score, because, dear God, if you're not following ESG, what are you actually following? If you find yourself in the midst of time traveling adventure, make sure to stay calm and enjoy the ride. Just like when you show up on my show. Make sure to stay calm, enjoy the ride, and don't critique anything I say or it'll easily trigger me and make me lose my mind and make me cry to my therapist later at night. I'll have to do an emergency call and I have to call him and let him know that I'm actually crying a little bit. You really hurt my feelings and that's a problem. Try to enjoy yourself. After all, you're living in a time when the time travel is possible. Best time of your life will be... I can't barely breathe on this, but I have to wear this because I'm suing a grocery store right now because I slipped and fell. The best time of your life has been when they defied time and travel and gravity. Roll lights to the lake house. Are you talking about the lake house? Yes, I am. Good point. We better not use proper pronouns when describing people from time travelers. Thank you, though. ZZM, Latinx slaps. Amen. Thank you for saying that. And more tips for chatting with your time traveling friends. Don't ask about the future. When I think time traveling, I think this woman. Because look, she has a timepiece right above her left breast. And that's when you know she's from the time traveler. And everything's still in black and white. I trust it. Don't ask about... Okay, again, this is a trustworthy source. Stop saying this is a conspiracy theory source. This is true. Don't ask about the future. Time travelers are sworn to secrecy about the events of the future, and asking them that they will only result in awkward silence and maybe be reprimanded by their superiors. Stick to the safe topics, like the weather. Because when you meet somebody from the future or the past, you ask them, what's the weather like in the future? Is climate change real? Did it start by humans? Is it all a hoax? Okay. Is that why we're still buying, beachfront property like Obama? Huh? Does people still have climate anxiety? Is that the kind of weather we're talking about? Stick to safe topics like the weather, the latest celebrity gossip, or do people really eat bugs in the future? Avoiding using modern technological references. Time travelers may not be familiar with the latest tech gadgets like the new iPhone 10. That's a good one. So trying to stick with more timeless topics like books, movies, or did Joe Biden really die 10 years ago and we're witnessing his stunt double or his brother running for president? Who is Joe Biden exactly? And why are his earlobes not attached? We'll figure that out through time traveling about in the future, about know what the book or movie is. Don't be too impressed by the time traveling abilities. These travelers are used to be people fawning over the abilities, so don't try to play it cool. You don't want to come off as a time traveling groupie. Right, dude? Time traveling groupies often get left behind. You know? In life, groupies always get left behind because they don't care about you. I'm sorry to break it to you. But when you become a groupie, those people don't care. But here at the Derek O'Shea Show, I care about you. I care about all my groupies. I don't have any groupies. Sorry. Don't ask for a ride back in time. Time traveling can be dangerous, and travelers are not allowed to take passengers on their adventures. Plus, do not want to mess with space-time continuum. Oh my God, so true. Time traveling rides usually don't work out. There are many horror stories of people getting stuck in time. Remember to have a sense of humor. I love that. What a beautiful way to end this article. Have a good sense of humor. Groupie, LOL. I gave a time traveler from the 1920s a record of the Two Live Crew album. That's what's up. I thought that was fish. Call Australia and ask them about the future. I can only have 5 seconds forwards and 5 seconds backwards. When I think of time travel, I think about the COVID pandemic. Oh, dear God. So true. Remember to have a sense of humor. Time traveling are used to people talking them seriously. So try to lighten the mood with a joke or two. Like, how did the chicken cross the road? Just make sure you avoid the time-related puns. No one likes dad jokes, except for everyone. They're probably heard of all of them. So there you have it. With these tips, you will be able to confidentially chat with time travelers and even make a new friend in the past. Or it just ends like that. And now you know how to talk to a time traveler. Let me take this off. I'm freaking about to choke. I'm literally choking myself out. God. God, crazy. Oh, God. I can't, like, breathe right now. It's just the reality. Time traveling 1920s groupie. Okay. I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me at the Derek O'Shea Show. You guys mean so much to me that you take time out of your day to hang out with me. I hope it was a wonderful, wonderful show tonight. We went 2 hours tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to drop a like and tell your friends and family about the show. I love every single one of you. Would you ask for a ride back in time? Yes. Obviously to Jesus' era, just to find out. I would be the first place I go, and I would want to have a conversation. And if I went up to Jesus and was like, hey, and then he was like, what's up, dude? I would be like, oh, crap. You are. But you guys are the most amazing people on earth. I love every single one of you. I can't do this show without you. As always, we say this is not a following, but a community. This is all about community. You guys mean so much to me. If I could travel back in time, I'd travel back to 1984 and find Anthony Michael Hall and give him his fist bump, hanging tough. Yeah, me too. But I will see you guys tomorrow night. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you on the next episode of the Derek O'Shea Show. Tell your friends and family about the show. Thank you guys so much for the super chats tonight, and thank you to all my members. I appreciate every single one of you. Love every single one of you. Peace, 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 peace.